Trump is a lot to deal with. During his run as the owner of the Miss Universe franchise, he was accused by multiple women of his alleged sexual misconduct and creepy behavior towards women, including Miss Universe contestants as well as Miss USA contestants. The Trump era was very successful. During this time, the competition was at its peak and it solidified itself as the #1 international pageant. But behind the scenes, many women were left traumatized, distraught, disrespected, and violated by the same man who has made the franchise so successful.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to everyone. First of all, thank you for clicking on this video. So, unless you've been living under a rock, Donald Trump has been found guilty on all counts, and I'm getting ready to read this New York Times article. This is crazy. I actually thought he was gonna get away with it. We still don't know if he's gonna get away with it, but this is crazy. I know a lot of Trump fans, I don't know what they call, but I don't know. I know a lot of them are going crazy right now. So this New York Times article title is Trump convicted on all counts to become America's first felon president. This is hilarious. A Manhattan jury that he had falsified business records to conceal a sexual scandal that would have hindered his 2016 campaign for the White House. He always had some weird sexual thing going on. My first YouTube video that I did was talking about his time at Miss Universe and how so many women came out and said that he was inappropriate with them in certain ways. And I posted a YouTube shorts about it, and a lot of the Trump fans were trying to defend him. They were saying a bunch of insults, but this is not new when it comes to Donald Trump. This is something that we already know. And look how happy he looks in court, sitting pretty, getting ready to go to jail. So let's continue. Donald J. Trump was convicted on Thursday of falsifying records to cover up a sex scandal that threatened to derail his 2016 presidential campaign, capping an extraordinary trial that tested the resilience of the American justice system and transformed the former commander-in-chief into a felon. The guilty verdict in Manhattan across the board on all 34 counts. 34 counts. If this man doesn't go to jail, you better stop complaining about white supremacy doesn't exist. It does, because this man needs to go to jail. And he cannot even be running for office in the first place. So let's move on. Will reverberate throughout the nation and the world as it ushers in a new era of presidential politics. Mr. Trump will carry the stain of the verdict during his third run for the White House, as voters now choose between an unpopular incumbent and a convicted criminal. While it was once unthinkable that Americans will elect a felon as their leader, Mr. Trump's insurgent behavior delights his supporters as he bulldozes the country's norms. Now the man who refused to accept his 2020 election loss is already seeking to delegitimize his conviction, attempting to assert the primacy of his raw political power over the nation's rule of law. But yeah, like it says here, his insurgent behavior delight his supporters. I feel like one positive thing that I should probably say about Donald Trump is his charisma, I guess, his way of entertaining people. He definitely behaves like a controversial celebrity, even though now he's in politics and we should view him in a most serious way. We should hold him more accountable than we hold this celebrities, because he's in politics. So he has a way of you know, gathering fans instead of people that support his political campaign. It's like fans. It's like this parasocial relationship that he has with his fans that is very weird, very creepy, and I'm not surprised that he was found guilty on all 34 counts. Let's move on. Mr. Trump showed little emotion inside the courtroom as he learned his fate. He knew. He knew. He knew. I mean, he knew he did it. I don't think I should be saying alleged anyway, but he knew he did it. But I feel like his ego got in the way of it, and I think he was trying really hard to cover this shit up, and it didn't even work. Eventually, it was gonna happen, but we'll see. But when he emerged, holding his jaw tense, the former president spoke to the assembled television cameras. He declared that the verdict was a disgrace, and with a somber expression, proclaimed the real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people, referring to Election Day. So you're telling me that this man can still win after being found guilty on 34 counts? This is America. Damn. The judge overseeing the case, Juan M. Merchant, will sentence Mr. Trump on July 11th, just days before the Republican National Convention, and makes him the party's nominee, and could impose a prison term of up to 4 years. 4 years? Only 4 years? I don't know. I kind of thought it would be more than that. Not up to 4 years. But Mr. Trump could receive probation instead, and may never see the inside of a prison cell. Ugh. This is interesting. Donald Trump is not gonna go to jail. I don't think so. I think he's gonna get away with it. And honestly, they're saying that where they say, and could impose a prison term for up to 4 years. That's it? 4 years? So I feel like he's gonna get away with it. I hope not, honestly, if you ask me. That's just my view on Donald Trump. I feel like if he was found guilty, he should pay like everybody else. So, a jury of 12 New Yorkers needed 2 days of deliberations to decide a case stemming from Mr. Trump's first White House run, when prosecutors say he perpetrated a fraud on the American people. The case, colored by tabloid intrigue, secret payoffs, and Oval Office pact that echoed the Watergate era, spotlighted months of scheming that began a hush money payment to a porn star and a plot to falsify documents to bury all trace of that deal. Guilty, the foreman declared 34 times. 34 times. One for each false record before he and his fellow jurors, whose names were withheld from the public for their safety, filed out of the Lower Manhattan courtroom. So yeah, I feel like that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna read this whole article. I feel like I'm gonna put the link in the description so you guys can check out this entire article. It looks long, y'all, but yeah, let me know if you think Donald Trump is actually gonna go to jail. I don't think so. I really don't think he is after reading this. After reading just a few lines, it's not given that he's going to jail. But, I mean, if he does go to jail, it will be just up to 4 years. Or in 4 years, he's gonna come back with his antics. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.